Okay, let's look at part C of our assignments. Remember, we're working on business statistics 1B or business statistics B for University of Namibia. All right, so the first question was asking for probability for accounting. Second question, probability for economic students. Now we want to compare the answers. So compare the answers in A and B. Motivate why there is a higher probability of obtaining a sample mean within 500 of the population mean for one case compared to the other. So as you can see, the question was pretty much the same, like what is the probability of getting within 500? So now if we were asking the same interval, which is 500, how come the answers were different? How come the economic students have a higher probability while the accounting students have a lower probability? Why is it like that? So your secret lies in what is different between the two samples, the accounting and the economic students. And what is obvious is the size of the standard deviation, because the sample sizes that we used are all the same. We used 36, we used 36 for accounting, we used 36 for economics. The only thing that was different is the standard deviation. So we can make conclusions based on that. And the conclusion we're going to make is very simple. So you can look at it from different way, the way you want to look at it. But basically we're saying, alright, so what we can say is, what we can conclude is, a larger standard deviation, like the one for accounting, which is 6,000, results in a larger standard error. Therefore, the larger standard deviation provides a lower probability than the sample mean, that the sample mean is within the specified. Or you can look at it from saying, okay, instead of looking at the larger one, how about if you look at the smaller one? So again, it's the same explanation. Alright, a smaller standard deviation results in a smaller standard error. Therefore, the smaller standard deviation provides a higher probability that the sample mean is within a specified distance. So I can illustrate for you a little bit just with calculations. So remember, when we are calculating our standard error, we have the specified range, which is the 500, which we said is the same for both questions. And then when we come here, we either use the larger standard deviation, which is 6,000, and remember the bottom is root 36 because both of them have the sample size of 36, so they are the same. So as you can see, you end up getting 0.5. But as soon as you change, alright, so instead of 6,000, now we have 3,000. Look what happens. It becomes bigger, it becomes 1. So which means your range of probability becomes wider. So you will have a higher probability. So that gives us our conclusion. So your conclusion, you can make it in both ways. Either by looking at the larger standard deviation, so a larger standard deviation results in a larger standard error, right? And therefore, the larger standard deviation provides a lower probability because it will make your interval smaller. But a smaller standard deviation will make the standard error also small. Therefore, the region will be wider. All right, so that's how we deal with question C. See you on the next question.